Getting feedback can be hard. And getting feedback from your manager can be even harder. And getting feedback from your manager and not being told how to solve the problem can be even more complex. One of the things I struggled with when I was a junior manager was getting feedback that my reports that I produced didn't have enough depth. And I was like, what is depth? What does it even mean? And for a long time, I didn't understand what this meant until later on, I got a coach who helped me to understand this. But I understood it even better when I went into the C-suite. And I was now reading the reports of others and saying to myself, what does this person want me to do with this information? So what is depth when you're talking about your management reports and the stuff that you need to deliver as a manager? One of the fundamental challenges we have is when we write reports, we produce one level of depth. And what is that? It is that we give reports that are purely descriptive. And that's just level one of report depth. We're just describing. So last month or this month, we sold 5,000 units of furniture. Or we sold 100,000 bags of cement. Whatever it is, as long as it's ending there, it is descriptive. Even if you are comparing with another period, it's still descriptive. You're just describing what happened. We lost 5 customers. We gained 15. We entered into new markets. All of that is descriptive. Yet this is where most of the reports that leaders in the C-suite get every day end. HR reports. Our head count for the team was 500. We lost so many people. We did so many disciplinary hearings. We gave out this much in terms of salary increases. All of that remains descriptive. And so reports must give another level of depth, which is the second level of depth, and that is diagnostic data. And diagnostic data is saying, based on what I've described, I'm now telling you why I think this happened. What was the reason why it happened, whether it was positive or negative? What influenced for this to happen? This shows I've done enough homework. I know my stuff. I'm in control of my area and I know my job. And when I give you the diagnosis of the problem or of whatever it is made us succeed, it shows and gives management confidence that they have the right person in the job. But it doesn't end there. You need another level of depth, which is being predictive. Because not only are we focused on yesterday, we also focused on tomorrow. And business leaders in the C-suite are always concerned about protecting the revenue of tomorrow. Actually, a lot of C-suite leaders exist 12 months from the day of today. In their minds, they are fighting for the sales of 12 months from now and not for the sales of today. And where you're operating from as a manager, from an execution point, is you're focusing on the sales of today. So the third level of depth required for you to add value to your C-suite is the predictive level of depth, which says, based on what has happened, based on history, based on what we know, and based on the diagnostic that I've given you, we expect that in the next 6 months, this is where we're going to be. In the next 12 months, this is where we're going to be, right? And we're expecting this issue to pan out this way, or to affect our revenue this way, or to affect our profitability this way. Because everything in business boils down to profitability, it boils down to the bottom line. And once you have given that level of depth, it also shouldn't end there. And perhaps some of the managers who believe themselves to be giving a lot of depth actually think when they've gotten to that stage, they've done enough. But this is not enough. What distinguishes you from the rest of the management team is your ability to prescribe solutions. And your prescription, even if it is above your pay grade, because this is what I hear a lot of people say, no, it's not, I can't say stuff like that. It's above my pay grade. It is above your pay grade, but you lessen the burden of decision making for people in the C-suite when you prescribe what you believe could be the solution to this problem or to this issue that you have spoken about. Because you're the person on the ground and you hold the data, you know what the customers are saying. You probably understand the customer journey better. And so people will listen to you. They may not take your prescriptions all the time, and you must be okay with that and not be discouraged and say, because I've prescribed this solution so many times, they've not taken heed of it, they've not done anything about it, so I will stop prescribing. You must continue to prescribe because that's your job. That's why you're paid. That's why you're there. And so you must prescribe what you believe is the solution. And normally I say you need to give people two scenarios. If we do nothing, this is what's going to happen. But if we do this, this is what will likely happen. And so you're leaving them with the choice to decide, are we going to do nothing or are we going to do something about that? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you improve the depth of your reports.